They're already at it. They don't know how to conceal their anger, which is also very disturbing. But if you're able to look at the top here, oh, it's not updating anymore. Yeah, it is. What does it say? Somige. What is it saying? There's a right off the bat, I get one of these phishing messages trying to deliver something to my. If you're a dumb fucking retard faggot, hey CIA, FBI, no. Dumb anti-freedom faggots. William Prettyman. Something called App Armor. App Armor. Even if you get something, even if you penetrate my fucking browser, it ain't going nowhere. Fuck your mouth. Fuck your mother. Fuck your mouth and fuck your mother. Fuck your mother. Happy birthday. Could you picture baby Willie? Little baby Willie, before his mother and father turned him into a murdering psychopath? Poor little baby Willie. Before they raped his asshole and fucking put him under a spell of demonic fucking 40 years ago? Poor little baby Willie. Ask privately. Yeah, right. My friend was raped and put under a spell when he was a very young child. This broke his mind and forced him to become a slave to forces beyond himself. Is there any way to break the spell and mend the trauma? Consider the likelihood that those responsible have altered his physiology to possibly involving brain implants. What can I do here? Seek professional help. I'm really sorry to hear about your friend's situation. It's important to approach such sensitive topics with care and compassion. Healing from trauma, especially in cases involving severe abuse and manipulation, can be a complex and challenging process. For someone who has experienced trauma, especially of this nature, the following steps may be beneficial. Professional help. Encourage your friend to seek, I don't know, man, support systems. I would support him if he would defy them and rebel against them. Come down to Austin and be homeless with me. I'll get the implant out of your head. You'd have to surgically remove it. I don't know how bad it is. I don't know, and I don't want to know. I know it's bad. I know it's horrible and horrifying and evil. Today's his 40th birthday. Maybe on his 40th birthday he can. It's like a dog trained. Oh, this is what I wanted to mention. It's like a dog who's been trained to not go past the electric fence. You get a shock in your collar. At a certain point, the dog just doesn't go beyond the territory, and the shocking is not necessary. It's the exact same thing. This is all deep, dark stuff, but involving humans. And he's always known this. He calls himself Pawn, P-A-W-N, Pawn. And throughout, I never understood quite, because I've always loved him, and I still do. Even if he is guilty of murder and the most horrible, fucked up things, I still, in the depths of me, I still love that man. And I know that there's somewhere there's a divine spark, because we all have it. He referred to himself throughout our entire life for the past 27 years as a pawn. And I always just would just subtly, gracefully dismiss, you're not a pawn, man, you're free. What do you mean you're a pawn? And, holy fucking shit. If I had any idea then if I knew then what I know now, I would have fucking grabbed him, no, get it, just let it go, no, don't let him take you, you're not a pawn, you're a bishop, you're a sniper. And I would have tried, if I would have known then what I know now. Those fucking savages, man. Anyway, happy birthday, Willie. I know you're watching this. Carol, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck your mother. And fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. I kind of look at it now he is one of my best friends who is held captive by monsters. And he himself has no choice but to be a monster among monsters. But I didn't want to. I guess that's quasi-related. But that is not what I wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about is the English lexicon. Define these two terms. And as thoroughly as possible. Do not exclude any aspect of their etymologies, origins, histories, or dictionaries in which they can be found, such as Oxford versus Webster, etc. Privacy, secrecy. Okay. So my understanding, before I press enter on this, it is my understanding, the way that I personally approach this subject is, and the reason I hate it. So what I set out today to do was, 1, to define secrecy, and 2, to explain why I hate it. Why it is an abomination to me personally, and likely an abomination to the whole of humanity, because I'm a human, and the way that it affects me individually has permutations and microcosmic resonance throughout the species. I define personally secrecy. Oh, sorry. Yes, secrecy. My understanding of secrecy is it requires more than one mind, because it requires some aspect of more than one mind. So, because it isn't secret. It isn't secret if it's personal and private. So, privacy is individual. An individual has privacy. Individual privacy is sacred, sacrosanct. It is. I wonder if I can. I do want to make sure that I'm using my terms and everything is just on the level today. I'm not quite there yet. Define sacrosanct. Privacy is sacrosanct. Something that is regarded as too important or valuable to be interfered with or treated disrespectfully. It often implies a sense of sacredness or inviolability. It often implies, I just said that, suggesting that the subject is protected from violation or criticism. For example, one might say that certain traditions or beliefs are sacrosanct within a particular culture, meaning they're held in high esteem and are not to be challenged. Sacrosanct. Privacy, individual privacy, is sacrosanct. Now, here's the philosophical challenge. Nobody lives, there's no such thing as an individual. Like, there's not, solipsism isn't real. Solipsism? Define solipsism. It's a philosophical theory that asserts that only one's own mind is sure to exist. Solipsism In its extreme form, it suggests that knowledge outside of one's own mind is uncertain, and therefore the external world and other minds cannot be known and might not exist outside of one's perception. Okay, so this is it's a fancy philosophical idea, but it's not applicable. Even if it is the case, that only you exist and I'm a figment of your imagination, you don't have any control over this aspect of your own imagination. Do you see? Like, you can't control this part of you. We might be this fucking I'm not gonna comment. This fucking guy over here, the one who is fucking, I'm not gonna comment. Go away. Lord be with me. Even if solipsism is real or whatever, it's irrelevant, because even within the reality, like that realm of me being a figment of your imagination, all the same rules of the universe apply. So it's a fancy kind of nice idea, but it really doesn't. Philosophically, it's not. It's immaterial. So the fact being that there are other minds means that the moment your privacy involves material consequences, I would say material consequences. What do I mean by material consequences? What is a material consequence? Legally speaking, I think this matters because it's what has defined my story. It's a legal context. In legal context, refers to a significant or substantial effect that results from a particular action, decision, or event. It often pertains to the outcomes that have a meaningful impact on the rights, obligations, or legal status of individuals or entities involved in a legal matter. Okay. I'm not going further than that. Why? Because my story involves material consequences. I have not violated any law. I have not violated any law that is a justified law that doesn't abridge the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States at the federal level. This is a fact. I have been accused of breaking specific laws that are in and of themselves need to be rewritten because they are cannon fodder for maniacal fucking psychopaths. Violations of a protection from abuse order using speech is a violation of the very fact of it is a violation of the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, which affords every human individual the God-given right to speak and to express themselves and to communicate. Okay. I have suffered material consequences for exercising my God-given right to speak freely, which is what has landed me in the particular situation in which I find myself. Okay. Every single consequence has been a material consequence in violation of my God-given rights. And in a just world, justice being served, I would not only regain my wherewithal to operate freely as a free man in ostensibly the freest country on earth, but I would be afforded restitution for the crimes that have been committed against me. Okay. When it comes to secrecy, the concept of secrecy, my understanding, and again, I'm going on a long tirade about my own understanding. Prior to prompting this AI to confirm my understanding in a way that confirms how my mind correlates with the society at large, because that's important. It's important to, as an individual, to live in accordance to the way your society functions. And if my understanding of secrecy and privacy, and beyond that, laws as they're written, is fantastical or beyond the scope of the average mind's ability to comprehend it, then a claim can be made that I am outside of, that I'm not a rational actor. But this is a deep philosophical question. Privacy, defined as your own individual, autonomous, internal world, who you are. And this is all. I didn't know that I was going to be getting this deep into this stuff, but just go look at the image that this is my whole thing. This is my whole thing. This is my whole thing. And this image started in 2018. I started designing this in 2018. Like, it was just like this out of the ether into me thing. I don't fucking I'm not really maintaining an inventory or a catalog of every single detail. I'm doing the artist creative thing. That's all I'm doing. Look at that. I have 8 subscribers. Now look at that image. Can I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? Does it get bigger? Get bigger. 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 Ooh, too big. It's too big. That's what she said. No! Go fuck your mother. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Filters. Get that out. Okay, there you go. Okay. This image means, this image is an image of contemplation. It's a contemplative image. And it represents the state of affairs for modern man, for in the 21st century. Like, it is every single person who's out there going, like, whose mind is going, wah! Everybody needs to stop. Everybody needs to slow the fuck down and stop and go, wait a second. What the fuck is going on? Slow the fuck down. Stop. Okay? This is where we are. And what that is, where you are, you close your third eye. That's your own privacy. That's your own personal private space. And it is inviolable. It is sacrosanct. Now, secrecy is the moment that you open up and there's another entity. Like 90 some odd % likely to be a human entity, but if it's a fucking Nephilim or I don't even fucking know, dude. If it's a lizard person or a Jew or I don't fucking know, man. If it's not human, then good for you. I guess you have friends in high places. But here's the thing is, the moment that you are involved in privacy, the moment that your mind interfacing with another is doing something privately that has material consequences for anybody besides the two of you, you're engaging in secrecy. Now, I personally, and this is personally, I abhor secrecy because of the way my mind works. I think secrecy has a function, obviously. And I've referred to this before as, like, you know, if somebody is planning a surprise party for a friend, like, there's utility and function in keeping something secret from another person. However, when the extent of your involvement with one, and then two, and then three, and then four, and then multiple, and multiple, and multiple, and it grows and grows and metastasizes, and especially to the extent that the FBI and the CIA and the secret societies and all the motherfuckers, cops, undercover cops, I'll get into it, but let's see. What do these terms mean? And let's see how close my understanding is. Privacy refers to the state of being free from unauthorized intrusion, or the ability of an individual or group to seclude themselves or information about themselves. It encompasses various aspects, including personal space, confidentiality, and the right to keep certain matters private. The term privacy originates from the Latin word privatus, which means set apart or belonging to oneself. Okay. Already, at the beginning, it says a group of people, an individual or group. So, individual or group of individuals, I suppose. Seclude themselves or information about themselves. Okay. Set apart or belonging to oneself. The word evolved through Old French as private, before entering English in the late 14th century. Initially, it referred to a personal or private matter. Personal or private, yes. But by the 15th century, it had taken on meanings related to seclusion and freedom from intrusion. In legal contexts, privacy has become a significant issue, especially with the rise of technology. The right to privacy is enshrined in many legal systems, reflecting societal recognition of the importance of personal autonomy and control over personal information. Merriam-Webster defines privacy as the quality or state of being out of the sight and hearing of other people. Freedom from being intruded upon. So privacy and freedom are like connected at the hip, it looks like. The state of being alone or not watched or disturbed by other people. Okay. Throughout history, various cultures have acknowledged the right to privacy, and it is often considered a fundamental human right. It is. This often considered should be blown up with a fucking nuclear bomb. Often considered. It's like saying concrete is often considered a hard substance. Water is often considered wet. Oh, good lord. Lemon juice is often considered acidic or sour. What's another one? We could need some good comic relief here. Jeffrey Epstein is often considered a pedophile. The CIA is often considered a bunch of faggot nigger fucking pieces of shit. That one actually works, because it's not all white people. It's not all CIA fucking. It's not everybody. Not all cops. Oh, Jesus. The sky is often considered blue. Good Lord. Fecal matter is often considered stinky. Okay. I'm going to start over, and I'm going to not include that stupid phrase. Throughout history, various cultures have acknowledged the right to privacy, and it is a fundamental human right. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Throughout history, various cultures have acknowledged the right to privacy, and it is a fundamental human right. Full stop. The concept has expanded to include digital privacy, reflecting the challenges posed by modern technology and data collection. I was going to say nigger, faggot, fucking CIA pieces of shit, garbage parasites, tongue-eating louses, but data collection practices is another euphemism, I suppose. Okay, here's the big one. Secrecy is defined as the condition of being hidden or concealed, as well as the habit or practice of keeping secrets. It often implies a deliberate effort to keep information from being disclosed. The word secrecy has roots in Middle English, from secreti, which itself derives from the Latin secretum. Secretum. Secret. Oh my god, I have never fucking thought about that. Secretion and secrecy. Oh my god. Secrecy secretion. A secretion is a hidden. Oh my god. Alright, just not fucking freak out. Secrets. My secret secretions. I keep my secrets. Oh god. I keep my secretions. I keep my secretions in a jar next to my bed. My secret secretions. Okay, meaning a secret or a hidden thing. The term has been in use since the 16th century, evolving to encompass both the state of being secretive and the practice of maintaining confidentiality. Ooh, confidentiality. Confidentiality. It might be that my idea. So confidentiality versus secrecy. So confidentiality will be what you're engaging in when you're planning a surprise party. It's a confidential. It's you're confiding in someone to maintain limited exposure to specific information. Let's keep going. Merriam-Webster defines secrecy as the habit of keeping secrets, the quality or state of being hidden or concealed. Oxford describes it as the fact of making sure that nothing is known about something. The fact of making sure that nothing is known about something. Nothing is known about something. Interesting. Secrecy can serve various purposes, from protecting sensitive information to fostering trust in personal relationships. However, it can lead to negative consequences such as mistrust or abuse of power, which is a crime, particularly in political contexts. The balance between necessary secrecy and transparency is a critical issue in governance and organizational behavior. Both terms, while related, highlight different aspects of information control and personal autonomy. Privacy emphasizes the right to be left alone, while secrecy focuses on the act of keeping information hidden. Perfect. Okay. Why do I hate secrecy? Because I'm a creative person. This is the whole thing. This is the whole fucking thing. And this is what the people who have studied the human condition and we're approaching 42 minutes, so the people who keep secrets know about the creative aspects of the human mind, which is why Joshua Schroeder, when I started asking questions, because they became so hubristic about whatever the fuck. Again, I swear to God, they were about to like set up some fucking thing like, well, we see these $1,000 charges on your fucking Venmo account and blah 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 blah. Like he kept bringing me cash to put into a fucking ATM and then transfer it to him. Transfer it right back to him. It was the first time I was like, okay. And he was like, I don't have a bank account. I don't trust the government and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, fucking weirdo. But by the third time, I was like, no, dude, if you have a Venmo account, you can get your own fucking shit. Like, why are you doing this? And it was like 3 times. He was like, here's $1,000. I need you to do this with this fucking, and send it to me over Venmo. And I was like, you're up to something. What the fuck are you up to? And he wouldn't just tell me. And I was like, what the fuck? Why won't you? That's when me and him parted ways. I was like, why won't you just fucking tell me? You're being weird. And he kept saying, you can guess. Like, you know. Like, you know why. And I was like, I don't. I fucking don't get any of this shit. All of it. And what I recognized at that point, and then I started scanning backwards to other aspects, was that what they do, I've talked about this before, is they're prompting you as a creative to create the reason. Because when an idea emerges in your own mind, it becomes more real in your own, like, universe versus somebody telling you. Like, when you this is why a good manager, someone who's like in a management position, will give people a good parent, really. Someone in a position of authority who is a good person will give you the tools to figure something out for yourself. Like, you do your thing. Like, here's the stuff you need, and here's the thing that needs to be done. You figure out a way to do it yourself. I'm going to help you. I'm not going to just go, you must do it this way. Do it this way. Do it this way. It must be done this way. Always do it this way. Always this way, this way, this way. That's fucking psychopath. That is what they have been doing to each other. We've always raped our own kids. What are you talking about? Okay. A good person will say, here's some suggestions. Here's what ought to be done. But you can do it in your own way. Tina Fey actually made a comment about this. I think I can do a different one now. Tina Fey quote about managing people. There was something close. I mean, it's not exact, but it's Tina Fey has shared several insightful quotes about managing people, particularly in her book Bossy Pants. In most cases, being a good boss means hiring talented people and then getting out of their way. Yes, that's it. That is exactly what I had in mind. Hiring talented people and then getting the fuck out of their way. Okay? So, this goes back to, so the reason I hate secrecy, so what I need to get this off my chest, is because the Satan, what I refer to as the Satan, is the gnarly, fucked up things that come out of the fucking bardo, the chasm of chaos, Pandora's box. And it's just it's all the tropes, all the motifs of history that we know dark, chaos, creepy, crawly fucking shit to be. That's all of that is that's Satan to me. And what it is literal darkness. It's literally chaos. And what these creeps who are after me, the CIA, the FBI, the fucking communists, the fucking satanic fucking freaks, all of them, they come out of, but it's like they're barely holding on to the rigid forms that make creative things happen, like make things happen, which is why they're failing. because they're ungodly, they're dark, they're hidden. And chaos is where these things dwell and sort of coagulate. As a creative person, it is my job to borrow from those sources of chaos, but to not jump into, if that makes sense. Like if you imagine chaos, darkness, and whatever as a cauldron, like a witch's cauldron, a creative person draws out of it, but keeps it contained and away. But draws out of it barely. And like it has this power, there's this power to it. But when it comes to these fucking creepy, crawly fucking things, William Prettyman, the fucking CIA, like when I go to like the secrecy of them, and Josh Schroeder asking me a question like why, you know what I mean, saying shit like that, like you come up with the idea yourself. As a creative person, I can think of infinite things. That's why it doesn't work. That's why innuendo doesn't work for me. It's why I'm bad at sex. Innuendo, suggestive, unspoken, unclear, ambiguous things are the source of infinite fucking creative possibility. And if your intention is for me to understand something, it is not going to be conveyed secretly. It can't. Why? Because infinity comes through that vessel, through that vector. It is eternity that comes through that place. So if you're like suggesting that I do something or insinuating something without explicitly articulating it, it doesn't fucking work for me. And not only does it not work for me, I am vehemently against it and at war with it. Because the way my mind works is drawing into crystal clear, perfect, recognizable forms and articulations. Okay? That's how this shit works for me. For me. Why? Because when you suggest something, when a woman is flirting, to my mind, I could flirt back, I could be friendly, I could think that she's not flirting, I could think that she's has gas, I can think that she has I don't know, a fucking she's on a fucking secret, a hidden camera show, you know, the possibility, like I could just one by one, infinitely, and I mean to eternity, I could stand next to a woman who's flirting with me and not know for sure that she's flirting with me, and not know whether or not that flirtation could lead to something more desirable. This is the way my mind works. And I think the way that it affects my mind has meaning for the world at large. And I suppose it's up to everybody else, but I know with a degree of confidence I can say that this is how it works for a lot of creative people, a lot of engineering type of creative, imaginative people who spend a lot of time in their mind, in their head, autistic people, like who struggle with social interactions. Like, the reason for the struggle is you're not being clear. You need to be clear and explicit. Clear and explicit. And if you're trying to hide something for nefarious, fucked up reasons, And there's a consequence that befalls you because of your inability or inadequacy to utter clearly your intentions and to speak clearly, openly, honestly, truthfully, and with moral conviction about your intentions. That is the state of being. That is the state of things. I am at war with secrecy for the reason that it is undefined and undefinable and is subsuming human creativity and drenching the source of progress to an extent that can't be articulated. I am going to now stop streaming because I have to go potty. Okay? It is often considered... What was that thing again? Often considered... Often... Did he say often considered? I'm gonna fucking start saying that. Yeah, often considered. I'm gonna start saying that. Keeping secretions. Keeping your secretions secretly beside your bed is often considered gross. And this is an example of rhetoric that you can take into wherever you go. Wherever you go with your mind, take it with you. Because they do this shit, on purpose. This was programmed into this fucking machine, I guarantee you. If not deliberately, like somebody went, oh, it's programmed into modern rhetoric. Like when people often considered, like you'll hear that, often considered. It's ghost language, and what it does to your interpretation of the idea of privacy, specifically in this case, is that it adds a sense of ambiguity to something that is concrete. Without that phrase, listen. And this is fucking everywhere. This is Satan. The difference between privacy is a fundamental human right. Or privacy is often considered a fundamental human right. You see the difference? Those two statements? Often considered. It makes it ambiguous. It is not ambiguous. There's nothing to be uncertain about. Nothing. Whatsoever. Privacy is a fundamental human right. Privacy is a fundamental human right. Privacy is a fundamental human right. Say it with me. And now the left coast, and now the right coast, and now the south coast, and now the Canada. Canada, you need to get back on your fucking balls about your fucking privacy, your rights to privacy. Jesus Christ, aren't they fucking putting you fucking elk fucking queers in jail for posting shit on Facebook. Isn't that what's going on up there? I guess I've been put in jail in America for shit on Facebook by queers, faggot fucks. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta piss. It is often considered a bathroom. It is often considered a good place to urinate. So